You are ready. Okay. Well,
I'm always ready.
it's that time again. It's the time to have hypotheticals.
Oh, okay. So um I've got a pretty mild one.
A mild
So
one. Okay. Like
yeah,
a hot
it's
sauce.
nothing too crazy. Yeah. So what would you do
I'd probably
if
cry.
you were like having a cookout with your wife or something
Uh
and you decide to have hot dogs?
huh.
Mm, In the event that neither one of you are vegetarian, I'm assuming you're not, but let's say that you're having hot dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and you're grilling it up pretty good, and
Uh
you have a hot dog
mm,
on your
hmm.
hot dog bun.
Yeah.
You take a bite. The hot dog screams, reveals that it's Seth Rogen and that you're in the Sausage Party universe. What would
Oh,
you do?
I'd probably kill myself. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Double Dip Draft, Week 7 for the Teal Division. I am Cabral, coach of the Hashslinging Age of Slashers, joining me for the final week of regular season.
I'm Claire of the Maryland Minetrics. It is
Yo,
good
let's
seeing
go.
everybody again.
Yeah, and we're wrapping up the last of the season of Double Dip. We've got playoffs just around the corner. This video's not late. You're late. I totally didn't say that in the first video either. But
If this is the first one you've seen.
yeah, we got some plays to look at. We got some teams to look at. We got Scoots at first place with a 6-0, a plus 28. Is it possible for that to go any higher? He does fight
Is it
Kemet
even
this
possible, going into this, is it even possible for Scoots to lose the chance at season winner?
week. No.
He's looking pretty stat. He can take a 0-6 here, and he's still not losing it. He has just been winning decisively.
Yeah.
As for the rest of Teal, we're seeing a few threes, a few fours. This is the division with 2 buys, so there is a chance for somebody else to get the buy. So I guess that's what we're looking for this week, huh?
Yeah, we have Kemet, Kracked Kricketunes at a 4-2, Kemet at 9, and Kracked Kricketunes at 8. So it could be either of theirs, but we also have the Miami Milotics at 3-3 at 7.
Mm-hmm.
That is neck and neck. Now, I don't want to discount. We do have Ninetales at a 3-3 minus 4. It's pretty low, but if the Miami Milotics lose by minus a lot, then it's definitely possible for Nihilus to come back. But we do have Miami Milotics fighting the downtown Dragonites, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But first things first, we do need to see how Nihilus does against ASCII to see if that's even possible for him. Can he get a win to be able to come out of that? Nihilus, of course, coaching the Dallas Duckletts, and ASCII coaching the Philadelphia Phantumps. We have seen some pretty cool wins from ASCII. He's brought a couple little spicy sets here and there. We see Wartortle Murkrow coming back this week. Nihilus bringing a very scary looking team, other than the Illumise.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to see if Illumise gets anything done here. I think if you pair it right, especially with a certain Fox-like Pokemon on your team, you could get up to some shenanigans.
Could do that.
At least bait out a type.
Yeah.
Turn an advantage into a disadvantage, which is very nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to see if Nihilus can pull that off, huh?
Yeah, I think we'll just have to see how that goes. But with that being said, I do want to just mention, I'm kind of looking at this team and like, Arcanine Hisui is really scary.
Yeah, that thing does a whole lot. It can choice Scarf, it can choice Band, it can Flame Charge, it can set up
Stab. Yeah, it does a lot. So
it's crazy.
Yep. Well, nothing more to say than to just start watching. Murkrow coming out, leading probably the silly prankster stuff and everything, getting a Terra Rock Terra Blast on Murkrow. crazy.
It is living with the focus sash, but unfortunately, this Illumice.
No.
This Illumice is now coming in.
Yeah.
And ASCII has probably figured it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to see if they can rain dance.
Solid encore, by the way. Getting the wish off, going back in. Expect to switch out here. Yep, we see War Turtle coming out. Nice U-turn from Ninetales, going into Star Raptor to just probably smack this
Rain
thing.
dash.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what the roll on that was, but it's kind of crazy.
Shame. Yeah.
And twice in a row, we see... So Merker started with a nasty plot, and this thing went into a substitute. ASCII just clicking... that's just nice. ASCII clicking moves that just... he won't have advantage of after getting hit. You know?
Yeah. Mousehold went down pretty early, although I will say that Ninetales has a pretty bulky team against Mousehold, really. Like Great Tusk, Arcanine...
Yeah.
Duraludon.
Yep.
And now Arcanine, before you even realize it, the match is over.
Yeah.
Because Arcanine just does what Arcanine does.
Yep, and Ninetales gets a really good win, actually bumping up to a +1 in differential now. And that's pretty cool because that actually puts him at a 4-3 at 1. So if the Miami Milotics lose, actually I don't know the head-to-head between Miami Milotics and Ninetales.
Yeah, I think it really came down to a head-to-head here. It was looking pretty dicey for Ninetales going into this.
Yeah.
If it was a 6-0, and then the Miami Milotics lost by 6, then yeah, but that's a really hard ask.
It's a really hard ask.
At this point, just come in to do good with your stats, you know?
Yeah.
It's not the last season, so just, you know, bump up them stats.
Yep. We also have to take a look at Firebolt, by the way, of the Firebolt team, and Not Pimp of the Not Pimp team. Sorry, are those not their team names? Pretty sure they are.
Firebolt of the Northern Ninetales and Not Pimp of the Kracked Kricketunes.
Pretty sure it's Firebolt's team.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, team name is Firebolt's team.
No, yeah, you're getting it. It was a dumb joke. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so we're seeing Articuno come out finally.
Yeah, Articuno. So, with, you know, in normal circumstances, Articuno is a little dicey looking. It is probably one of the weakest legendaries, although when you're in a draft format, that kind of restricts Terra usage. All of a sudden, it's not really looking all that bad, you know?
It's got solid
You're able to
stats.
actually Terra it.
Yeah. I do see Walking Wake make an appearance as well.
Yeah.
Not Pip enjoying that trade over, as well as
yeah.
Sandy Shock's coming in too.
His whole team is looking honestly really scary. I think everything here really benefits from Sun except for Uxie. Like, you've got 3 Paradox Pokemon. You got Talonflame that just likes having the sun if it just want to hit you with a Flare Blitz.
Yeah.
Not Pimp has some synergy, and it is scary to look at.
And a lot of speed as well, by the way.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Not that much bulk. I think Sandy Shocks has some decent special bulk.
Uxie is probably the bulkiest thing actually here.
Oh, yeah. Uxie has come out to show some fairly respectable bulk. So, you know, I say not that bulky, but I think Uxie has some pretty solid defenses. I think it's like it's a 130 physical special. So no, that thing is actually very bulky.
Yeah. But everything else go fast, hit hard. I see Sun.
Just scary.
I see Ninetales. I see Ninetales. And I see Excadrill here, and I just want to say I feel like Excadrill really dies to most of this team.
Conversely, I would say that
yeah,
if Excadrill had a sand setting partner and it had Swords Dance, I think there was a very real possibility. Or, even a rapid spin mold breaker Swords Dance. That way you get around Levitate. That way you deal some pretty sizable damage to a lot of things here. I think Excadrill still has a very good chance of doing some damage.
Oh, that's so true. But, well, you know what? I think we just gotta watch, because at this point, Not Pimp wanting that buy, so he can just, really enjoy that. We do see a Sandy Shocks lead, and we do see Excadrill coming out without a nickname, for shame. Switching out into Goodra at this point. Volt switching, which is just really safe for Not Pimp to do. Going into Uxie, expecting to take a hit, and oh, that's actually really unfortunate.
Yeah, the rocks are coming out as a result, which is not good.
Yeah.
I don't think Firebolt... Well, no, he has Excadrill potentially for a rapid spin.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Kanto Ninetales thrives a little bit better than the Alolan.
Yeah. It's... This thing just hurts so much. It's almost a shame that he didn't have his own setup for, like, a Rain Dance to come out, expecting Sun. You know what I mean? Or even just like Ninetales having snow skate.
Manual hail.
Yeah, manual
snow
hail.
At this point.
Yeah.
Excadrill
losing
its sash, but it took the chip, so it doesn't really matter.
It's just taking so much chip. Yeah, we get the rapid spin
Rapid spin. Very nice.
Setting up rocks though, and
that is
avoiding the overheat.
Firebolt got really lucky there. Setting up the Stealth Rocks in front of a Talonflame is crazy.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised we didn't see a Stone Edge or a Rock Slide or something come out from it to try and kill the bird.
I'm not sure if it has it. I mean, at this point we can say it's not a setup Excadrill, at least.
Yeah. Ninetales coming out setting up Hail. Firebolt should probably just
now
double
it
here.
Could get an Aurora Veil since it comes out in front of Kanto.
Yeah.
But the Defog.
Yeah, solid Blizzard though hitting this thing. Firebolt sending out Dusknoir after this.
The only thing that doesn't get super effective from overheat, so
yeah,
good play.
Walking Wake though is looking really clean here.
Yeah, it is just, it's getting that speed boost. It's getting that sun boost. There's nothing this thing can't do at this point. Oh, well, it's losing the Proto.
Yeah.
But here it comes.
Firebolt just not expecting or clicking a move that would hit this, and Moonblast isn't going to hurt Ninetales either.
At this point, Kanto Ninetales is looking really good here.
Yeah. Air Slash coming in. Unfortunately, Firebolt is just not faster than this. We've seen, I think, Thunderwave almost every week, actually, on Not Pimp's team, because it's just so good on Uxie.
Yeah. Thunderwave is really thriving this season.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I feel like Rapid Spin off the Excadrill to get the speed boost would have done a lot if Sandy Shocks did not have its balloon.
Yeah.
But it does, so.
Yep, and this just dies to a flamethrower. And at this point, with Sun still up, Excadrill comes out. This thing is Proto Speed, and it just clicks Hydro Steam and just kills this. So,
but I think in the face of team with such devastating synergy, I think Firebolt did really good to bring it down to a 3-0.
Yeah.
Not Pimp's team is honestly really threatening. I said before that. I wouldn't say before, I'd say concurrently, if you haven't watched Scarlet yet. I did say Menma had probably one of the best drafts with his Rain synergy, although now that Pimp has made these trades, I'm of the inclination to believe that Pimp probably has the best team, especially if he's going up against somebody that can't thrive under Sun or can't force it out.
Yeah.
It's such a threatening team to fight. I'd really watch out for this guy.
Super threatening too.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, we do get the win. Not Pimp looking for that second bye. But, there's another player we got to look at before we can see if he can get that second bye.
Yeah. My boy, Kenneth of the Washed Up Wishiwashis and Scoots of the Dumblespood's army. So these are two titans. This is, I think, one of the heavy-hitting matches this week. We're seeing some pretty interesting picks from both sides. Pheasantipity has shown to be somewhat of a sleeper hit.
Yeah.
With its beat-up Toxic Chain. Very good for setting Toxics. We're seeing Ting Lu from Scoots' side, so Scoots running a very... I would say it's a team that has a very offensive presence with Weavile, Espeon, Yanmega, and Feraligatr.
Yeah.
Ting Lu is...
It's the only wall you really need, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's the only... I was just about to say. It is so bulky to the point where you really only need to have it in terms of bulk. Honestly, you are not suffering to have the rest of your team devoted to attack.
Yeah, and Speed Boost Yanmega is terrifying. Feraligatr gets Sheer Force now, and Dragon Dance. Espeon is just fast and hits hard. Weavile is also terrifying. Like, Scoots
also fast and hits hard.
Scoots has a really good, fast, hard-hitting team. And it's a little hard to deal with if you're not prepared for it. So the question is, did Kenneth prepare for it?
Did he prepare?
We do start with a Ting Lu because that makes the most sense.
So this is a very favorable start for Kenneth.
Yeah. And at this point, Ting Lu's already just so hurt. Spirit Break is doing so much damage. It's probably just a banded Grimmsnarl. Earthquake
I can confirm banded.
And that worked out really well.
Might not be dealing the most damage, but that special attack chip is always nice.
Yeah.
Now, this Magnezone, you can probably figure it's not running Magnapole, it's running Analytic.
Yeah.
Getting that kill against Ting Lu. First thing to kill is Ting Lu. That's actually crazy impressive.
Yeah, that liquidation hurts so much. Knockoff is nice. Really helps with the sheer force. Dragon Dancing again, because Scoots knows he can just live a hit from whatever this can do. Liquidation does so much here. And at this point, it gets Prankster. Which is why we do see the Dark Terra come out, because Scoots expected a Prankster something.
Or a Sucker Punch, because it soaks up that damage.
Yeah.
Espeon coming out. This is a very dangerous Pokemon.
Yeah.
Especially with the loss of Terra Shell off the rocks.
Yeah. Don't hurt yourself.
Oh my dear.
That crit mattered.
Crit fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. Shadow Ball coming in and getting the special defense drop. Flash Cannon, yeah. Pheasantipity coming in, and I believe, it lives a hit. Honestly, probably should have sacked Magnezone there. Drop this out.
He still has Yanmega. He has Weezing, he has Weavile. All of those things are not gonna like whatever Magnezone is packing.
That's true.
But unfortunately, the drops on Magnezone were so... Kameth just did not have good luck this time around. The crits, the rolls, the drops.
Yep. And Scoots just played so well also on top of that. Like, Scoots really... Again, we talked about the Pokemon. The Dragon Dances on Feraligatr are insane, and this thing just Calm Minding once with how fast it is crazy.
Right. It's a threat. It's a really big threat.
But that does guarantee Not Pimp the bye at this point.
Right.
Kenneth drops down. Still in playoffs. At this point, I believe everyone's guaranteed for playoffs with one potential exception.
Read a send for this, huh?
Yeah, we got Dan of the Downtown Dragonites versus the Miami Milotics.
Yep.
Which is Snake.
Yeah. Downtown Dragonites. Coming in the middle of the season. They are, to my knowledge, very new to Pokemon, but they've been showing a very admirable desire to
new to draft into Showdown. I would say he's familiar with Pokemon. Yeah. He has played TCG and been in tournaments and stuff for that, but this is a different kind of Pokemon.
Yeah, but it seems like he's really interested in learning, so I think that's very admirable. I think coming into next season, I think we're going to see some great things coming off of him. He came in already with the guarantee to not get in playoffs because of his predecessor. But he still came in, wanted to have some fun. I think that's very admirable, and he did pick out a very interesting team. Landorus Therian, it didn't go drafted until the Dragonites picked it up, but I think it's a very interesting Pokemon. I mean, it's an OU staple for a reason, so we're going to see if it comes into good effect in this match.
Oh, yeah. We also see Morgrem, Kleavor, Suicune, Regice, and Electro Hisui, and those are fun Pokemon, and again, pretty solid team.
Pokemon.
But the question is, can Dan 6-0 Snake, I guess?
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But I think we're ready to jump right into it.
Yeah, we are ready to jump right into it. I love the delay. Switching out here and going Suicune, very smart call because Flamethrower still doing 37 of this thing is kind of crazy.
37. Chi-Yu is just strong.
Yeah.
That wasn't even an overheat. That was a flamethrower.
Yeah, going for 2 Calm Minds is a little greedy. Probably should just try and hit this thing regardless. You're at 1 Calm Mind.
Yeah.
Gotta just do some damage. Morgrem taking a Drain Punch here.
Now.
Getting Reflect up.
Right, very nice. I think that was probably the second best thing to do. I think the first best would be get Landorus in there. Get the Intimidate, get the Earthquake, at least force it out into something else.
Yeah, although I do believe this probably has Ice Punch or something, right?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Terra Water, expecting the Drain Punch, really nicely played there. But now this is where you switch.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
This is still Iron Hands with Thunder Punch.
Yeah, and Dan needed he's getting there. He just needed the extra level of, I gotta switch, but he's trying to get his stuff set up. He's trying to get the defense buffs.
He's getting the damage in.
Yeah. Nice Earthquake. Grass not doing a lot to this thing, but at this point, Ice Beam just kills Lando.
The Genie special.
Yeah.
I think every iteration of the Genies in draft have used Grass Knot at one point, which I think is really funny.
Yeah. Because it's good.
You want some damage on low kicks?
Yep.
Sacking the Suicune, which I think is nice.
Actually, should have gone back into Electrode here for another Volt Switch. Potentially. Well, I guess this does come in. Stonex coming in. Trailblaze, kind of nice. I do believe he's running Sword Stance as well. Unfortunately, if he had clicked Stonex, that actually would have killed and set Rocks back up there.
Well, yeah, but that's assuming that you knew Donphan was going to Terra there. If not, then you would have been in the same boat. So, honestly, it was a real 50-50. I think the Trailblaze on Kleavor was really nice. Honestly, I think if it didn't Terra there, Kleavor gets 2 times speed, he would be looking in really good.
Yeah.
I think it was a really good job to claim 2 Pokemon here, especially in a draft that had Chi-Yu and had really good positioning with Iron Hands. I think it was a really good job to pull out of that with a 4-0 on the Dragonites' part. Honestly, yeah, my kudos goes to them. That was a really good match.
Yeah. And I'm very curious what Dan does next season. But that does mean Ninetales did not make playoffs.
And
yeah,
the Milotics just dealing some serious ups to their differential here. but I think at this point, the only thing that would have stopped the Milotics from going to playoffs would be a 6-0 in Dan's favor. And even then, that's if
he had the win over
Nihilus had the head-to-head, which I'm not sure. I have not looked into Teal division once before. This is my first and last time covering it, so
forever,
up to chance.
Yeah.
But anyways, you want to start us off with the top 4?
I will gladly do that. Our leader for the entire season with 7-0 at plus 32 is Scoots of Dumblespood's Army. And that is a new record, by the way. 32 diff is the highest 32 ever recorded in double dip history.
Even compared to season 6's Zamazenta. That's nuts.
That is insanely nuts. On top of that, we do have our second bye as well at 5-2 and 11. It's the Kricketunes, not Pimp, squeaking his way into the bye spot, and that's really good for him because a lot of people want to avoid that
Very
first
nice.
week. They don't have to have the extra stress and pressure of trying to make that.
Also might be good positioning. Yeah.
Yeah. We have Snake of the Miami Milotics getting third place at 4-3 and 11, and Cameron in fourth place at 4-3 at plus 5. Those are our playoffs participants for the Teal division.
Coming in on the second half, we have Nihilus of the Dallas Duckletts 4-3 at plus 1. Sidebar, I think it says a lot about the performance in Teal division that fifth place still has 4 wins.
Yeah.
Some pretty heavy hitters in the Teal division, I will say. Firebolt of the Northern Ninetales at 2-5 minus 13. ASCII of the Philadelphia Phantumps also at a 2-5 and 15. 2-5 and negative 13. And Dan of the Downtown Dragonites coming in at 0-7 minus 34.
Which is not the lowest score. It's tied with the lowest score.
It's tied.
Yeah.
It's tied.
It's still the lowest.
And, I think still, Dan did pretty good coming in on an 0-5.
Yeah.
So, he gave it his best.
He did. Absolutely.
With that in mind, I guess that's the rankings of the Teal division.
Yeah.
And I know we did this in the Scarlet division, but I guess for posterity's sake, do we want to look at the bracket again?
Yeah. Let's just take a quick little glance at it again. We did that in Scarlet. I don't know if Spood and Nick did that in the Violet division, but I'm going to do it here. And of course, we're going to go over this in more detail in the actual playoffs videos. But, we got Claire and Nick who have made it, who are going to be fighting each other week 1, as well as I almost said ASCII. That's not correct. Snake and Black Captain fighting each other week 1. Kenneth and IDM. That's a match of the ages.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. They fight week 1, and then we have Bananas and Milo making it in for the first time. His second season, he's in playoffs. They're fighting week 1 with Scoots, Aurora, Vincent, and Not Pimp, all getting their buys so that they don't have to fight in this first week.
Double Teal.
Yeah. But that's
looking
all she wrote. That's all there is. That is Double Dip Season 7. And I'm so excited to wrap all this up because not only do we have playoffs, we got the Dippies coming up. We got the stream service coming up for the final fights. It'll be a really big, really cool time.
Yeah, so, even if you aren't in playoffs, there's still a lot to see.
Yeah.
If you haven't been here before, the special live stream at the end is a real treat. I definitely encourage showing up. It's going to be a lot of fun, and, I'm sure everybody would hope to see you there.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's it. That's it for the regular season of Double Dip. Thank you so much for a wonderful season, a fantastic time. I'm so excited for season 8. I know we're probably about a half a year to a year out from even thinking about that at this point, but either way, Double Dip's always a treat. So thank you, Claire, for joining me for a lot of the recaps of the Teal division.
Thank you. A lot of the recaps. Yeah, I had fun showing up for Teal. I think this was my one Teal.
I thought we did another Teal.
Were we? I think we were mainly in Scarlet. I think we handled one Teal in the past.
Maybe.
Anyways,
join me for a majority of a lot of these.
Yeah, I enjoy being around. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to see how the playoffs fare. I'm not gonna be joining, unfortunately, but it's been a real treat. Talking to everybody in the main season. Hope to talk with you all more in between seasons.
Yeah.
Build up them team building chains. But yeah, I guess that's it.
That's all she wrote. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you in playoffs, and by we, I mean Spood and I will be doing the commentary for the playoffs as well as the playoff stream whenever that comes up. But thank you all. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy the final matches. And enjoy getting to vote on some dippies later. We got some interesting dippies to vote for this year.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.